Hey y'all, my name is David, and this is Evolving Coherence. Today I'm going to be diving into the place of where we are in this paradigm shift. We are shifting into a new paradigm, right? Paradigms are, you could look at it like the horse and buggy to the Industrial Revolution age, or the Industrial Revolution to the digital age. And now we're going from a digital age into a quantum age. Like, we are literally becoming who we really are, and the planet is also reflecting that change too. So it's not just us individually, it's the collective. And it's so messy and chaotic and insane sometimes, right? I mean, we feel it because we want something different. We feel it in us. We are like, yeah, I'm ready for something new. I'm tired of these same stories. I'm tired of these governments telling us what to do. I'm tired of living in scarcity, living in survival mode. I want to come into my true nature. I want to be the abundant person that I am. And at the same time, that's what's happening out there on the planet. And we can look at fire. So, this is an elemental pattern that we're going through. Everything is an elemental pattern. And so we can look at, like, we are in fire right now. And, like, literally, there is fires everywhere. I live in New Mexico right now, and there is this fires everywhere all over the planet, but especially out here in the Southwest, Colorado, California, and there's just fires everywhere. And that's because the planet is heating up due to increased entropy. Okay, and so when we look around and we see all of this happening, I think of Kali, right? The goddess of destruction. I don't have a lot of knowledge about Kali, but I know that, like, she destroys so something new can emerge, right? And so that's literally what's happening. Like, the old paradigm wants to be witnessed. All the greed and fear and just, separation wants to be witnessed. And we can look at one specific politician as being like Kali, right? That guy is destroying everything he touches. And some people are like, no, don't destroy that. And some people are blindly like, we love you. And some people are like, no, we got to fight against you. And, like, all of that energy is going into him destroying everything, right? And so we are going to be witnessing, like, all of the ugliness that has been supported. And, if we're against that, it brings out the ugliness in us, right? If we're against something, if we're feeding something, if we're trying to hold on to an antiquated system, that also is part of seeing what's within us. So it's all, either side. I am not political in any way. What I want to see, though, is us transition into a more solution-based vibration paradigm, and that's why I'm making these videos, right? I'm like, hey, the authentic way in navigating all of this is to go within, right? And become who we really are. Become our true nature, right? Because everything that we're feeling inside is a manifestation of what's happening in the collective. There is parts of us that are dying. We are moving into a new vibration. Yeah? And that's really powerful and amazing. But right now, when we're sitting in the soup, yeah? When we're sitting in, like, all the shit, like, it's hard to see that, like, something good is coming out of this, right? But we need that compost. We need all of everything that's been happening. We need that to implode. We need it to be destroyed so that it can become compost to feed the seed of unity that is emerging within us. And that can be really challenging because we have emotions. And it can be scary. Like, what do we do? Like, jobs are going away, new jobs are coming up. Like, AI is happening so fast. And is AI a part of the paradigm shift? Yes. Because everything is connected. So it's best not to fight AI. I don't really believe in all these data centers, but I don't think we're going to need them in 5 to 10 years. I've come to a place where I just trust in the process. And the reason why I'm trusting the process so deeply is that I trust myself. I trust that I am moving into a higher vibration. Yeah? And that I want to help other people move into a higher vibration. I want to spread that love. I want to spread hope. And also I want to let people know that it's okay to grieve, to be angry, to get pissed. Because some of this stuff is bullshit. All right, that's happening. People are suffering. I'm not about that. Like, we will be emerging to change the way that we've been living because it's not sustainable, right? There's a couple of timelines that we are literally faced with. One is mass extinction. The other one is the golden age, moving into a new way of life, right? And we do that together. We don't do it by fighting each other, by blaming each other, right? We do it by loving ourselves authentically, by seeing all those parts of ourselves that want to be resolved, all those dark parts of ourselves, but also all the light, yeah, all the enthusiasm and nourishing kindness that we can give to other folks. So yeah, when we look at the world right now, and sometimes I look at the world and I'm like, there's no fucking way we are going to like shift into that. There's no way that we're all going to shift into this new paradigm, right? And but then I say, hey, you know, what part of me thinks that, right? The part of me that's been programmed to believe that the human species is a virus, that we're not good enough, that we're somehow separate from all of this beauty, and we're not, right? As I move through and witness my own frailties, my own scarcity patterns, right? My own ways of manipulating people, right? I look at those parts of myself authentically. And as I do, I can see how those parts could be manifested and showing themselves in the collective. So what do we do? Right? What do? We become part of the solution, yeah? And if that means you got to be alone for a while or change certain aspects of yourself, and what I mean by that change, I mean resolve, right? Because the more that we open up to our true nature of who we are, our vibration begins to rise, and we have help. The earth is holding that for us. She's holding that vibration, and through sympathetic resonance is leading us to our true nature. And once we begin to see it within ourselves, then we want to share it with others. And then we begin to look beyond the behaviors of others, and we see their light, and we want to lift them and spark that light within them. And as we do that, we are literally healing ourselves. So it's not like we're just doing it for them. We're sharing that frequency through us, which ends up helping us embody that vibration. Yeah, so we'll start to see the collective begin to come into an earth element. And that's when we start to manifest and embody this new paradigm, yeah? And then we go back through the elemental process again. And so I'm really hopeful. I don't know, I hope this video helped you. I'm sort of rambling, but I don't know if anybody's watching these videos. But if you are, could you subscribe and like my video? I'm just getting used to this video thing. I really love it. I love coming up here and sharing what I have to share. All right, y'all, take care.